Let's see if that is solved the problem. I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, I'm going back down to the White House today, and I'm going to represent the African students that are being mistreated in Ukraine. Okay, I speak up on their behalf. That's what I plan to do when I go down there today. Can y'all hear me now on YouTube? Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If the sound is coming through, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, or do I need to come back out and go back in? Let me know. Okay. Thank you. So what I'm going to do today, man, is I'm going to the White House. I'm going protesting how the African students are being mistreated in Ukraine. The stuff that they got to go through, nobody's speaking on their behalf. And see, this is the sad part about it. You know, they can be mistreated any kind of way they want to. And when you speak up on their behalf, it's almost like you being critical of Ukraine because you are challenging how African students are being treated. You see, nobody else is bringing up. The media is not entertaining that subject. They're not interested. So since you come in, you want to sit in front of the White House. Now I've been in D.C. 45 years. I dare one of them mofos to try to tell me I can't come down there and protest. Okay? Um, see. Here's the thing about the convoy that they brought into town. That's coming to town, or was trying to. See, they blocked off. They made no parking in D.C. That's one of the things that was discouraging the truckers from coming, because if you come, you ain't gonna be able to park. You can't stop nowhere because that means you're gonna be ticketed and towed. You see, because they had already put the signs up, no parking in all of downtown. Okay, all right. Them circling, see. Well, again, if I get me some gas money, if I get me some gas money, I'm gonna get up out of here. Man, I'm gonna figure out some way to get me some gas today. Get me some gas in my car. So I ain't got to worry about running out of gas. And I'm gonna go down to the White House today. That's the only reason I wasn't down there Friday. Is because I ain't had no gas money in my car, man. I ain't got no gas in my car. I can't lie about that. Okay? Um, if man, I got to get some gas, man. I'd like to go out there and get in the middle of them. I'd go out there and get in the middle of them, but I ain't got no gas, man, in my car. That's the only problem. I ain't got no gas, so I'm trying to get me some gas. That's what I got to do. I got to get me some money to get some gas. I go down there. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. And see, Hagerstown is about 2 hours away. Okay, they're about 2 hours. I ain't got no gas, Jamie. I wish I could go. I wish I could. And see, here's the thing that um sort of like is a discouraging moment for me. I've been in business since 2016 with my Black History tours. And it's been tough, man. It's been tough trying to break into the tourism market with Black history. Okay? And every time I come and ask people for help, man, help me out, buy a tour, donate a tour, help me get a van, I'm always begging. You see, every time I come and ask for some, I'm always begging. But see, if I didn't have a website, if I didn't have a business, if I didn't have nothing going, then you would be right. I am begging. But when I can come and ask you, man, help me get my business off the ground. Help me donate a tour. Make it a win. I'll give the tour away. I know plenty of people that work with disabled kids. Okay? That disadvantaged kids that if somebody came and said, you know what, True Conductor, I'm gonna buy 10 tours, I want you to give them away. And I would go and give them to it. I can't even get people to trust me to give some shit away. You know, that I'm condemned before I'm even trusted. They won't even trust me. You see, so I have to work through that discouragement, man. I have to work through that okay, I have to work through that rejection. Because that's basically what it is. You know, when I can come to you and ask, man, y'all know I've been in business since 2016. I done had both of my vehicles repossessed and house is still in foreclosure. And I'm still in business. And I keep asking, I said, man, donate a tour. You know, donate a tour. Black History Month, man, I did one group for Black History Month. Okay? I did one group Black History Month. That's all I did was one group for Black History Month. You know, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. But I did one group for Black History Month. So, man, from now on, man, I just said, okay, Lord, if that's the way it's gonna have to be, I just won't, you know, I just have to believe God. And man, I had a guy, uh, Friday morning. I woke up singing, I'm happy. I woke up singing that song. And this guy called me and say, Tracy Flannery, one of my Periscope supporters, text me and say, man, what's your cash app? I text him back. And, you know, usually when somebody asks you for your cash app, they're going to give you $10, $20, $30. Man, this dude sent me $200 and said, go get your internet back on. This is how I'm able right now to be in front of y'all with my internet. Cause and just before they turned my lights out, I was sitting in the dark and didn't know what I was gonna do. You know, and my daughter's daddy, come on, man, you talk to them. They'll work with you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know. They'll work with you. And they did. And I got my lights back on. so I've seen some miracles. I've seen some miracles. Just yesterday, man, I had another guy, John. I mean, my account right now probably still about $75 in the red. Still about $75. Man, the dude yesterday said, man, hey, True Conductor, you're a good dude. Here's $100, man. Because you've helped me. Thank you. And you know, And I said, thank you, Lord. Um, Jamie, I text Mustang the other day, and he said, he's going through some stuff. But and I told him, I said, bro, if you still above ground, you still in the game. So I'm just waiting for him at the when I did text him, he told me that he's in Arizona, and him and his daughter was having some challenges, and pray for him. And I said, okay. And I texted him the other day. I said, man, you're not the only one going through some stuff. Everybody facing some stuff right now, man. You ain't the only one. And that's what people need to realize. Everybody going through some stuff right now, man. And it's sad that people that are in the same predicament with the same issues, fighting each other like cats and dogs, and they got the same problem. And the rich people are standing back clapping because that during the pandemic, their worth has doubled, and we're still fighting each other like cats and dogs. And the rich keep getting richer, but we keep getting poorer, and we're fighting each other like cats and dogs. You know, this how we fighting each other, and we only hurting each other. See, because the rich got all the lifeboats, and we on a sinking ship. Act like if one half of the ship go down, the other half is gonna stay afloat. We all are doomed. We all are doomed, man. All of us are losing the same rights. That's hating each other. They taking away your rights, the same rights that they taking away from everybody. See, everybody's losing their rights. And they still fighting each other, but they still losing the same rights. And when are we gonna get people to wake up and say, man, why are we fighting each other? We ain't got no respect for each other. We can't sit down and talk to one another. If you don't have any respect for each other, then you can't have any communication if there's no respect. How do we have elected officials that don't even respect each other? See, this is the problem we have in America. The people that are supposed to be leading us don't have any respect for each other that they work with every day. They count them as enemies, and they got to work with them every day. And you figure out what is all this madness about? You got these Republicans, and I'm a Republican. Let me say that again, okay? I am a Republican voter, and most white folk treat me like I'm a Democrat. Okay, that's how I get treated, like I'm a Democrat. But because I don't support all this stop the steal and all that other bullshit, they treat me like I'm a Democrat because I don't support that shit. Because I don't believe you need to cheat to win. They ain't have to cheat to win. All they had to do was drive some wedges. The number 2 person on the Democratic ticket is hated by Democrats. Our vice president is hated by Democrats. You ain't got to cheat to beat them. Drive a wedge between the vice president and the Democratic voters. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And don't nobody see that. See, because all politicians cut deals. Let me say that shit again. She's in the number 2 seat because she cut a deal with somebody. All politicians cut deals. And y'all act like you surprised that politicians they all cut deals. But yet, look at how they got us fighting each other. And that's how they stand in power, because they're going to pit you against the other side. And we all on the same shit. Ain't that some shit? And hating each other like cats and dogs, working together in Congress, in the Senate, in the White House. We can't even get the American politicians on the same page. And listen, let me tell you something. If you're going to be a successful politician, you're going to have to be a good liar. Let me say that to you again. If you're going to be a successful politician in America, you got to be a good liar. It ain't no way. You got to be a good liar. Because you're going to have to tell some people some shit that they want to hear and not what you mean. Good morning. Good morning, Sean. How you doing? Still waiting on that other $10, Joker. but that's the way it is. And see, everybody is just putting blinders on with this Ukraine thing. Like Ukraine, they hands are not dirty in this. So you talking about one of the most corrupt countries in the world, Ukraine. Let me say that again. You're talking about one of the most corrupt countries in the world. No wonder they fighting trying to get it. Because everybody's so corrupt. See, you can go over there and buy people off in Ukraine. You can't do that in many other places, but in Ukraine, you can buy people off. See, that's just how it is. It's a wild, wild west over there. And the world knows Ukraine is the wild, wild west. Okay? That's why everybody's flocking over there trying to get it. And now that the war is going on, you seeing just how many influential people from Ukraine in the United States. You see? So this is what's happening. So man, I'm telling y'all, I don't know how I'm gonna get down there today. I ain't lying. I'm lying to you. I don't know how I'm gonna get there today. But I'm gonna get down there today, and I'm gonna protest on behalf of the African students at the Ukrainian protest today. Okay, how them students are being mistreated. And see, and the thing, and the sad part is, I'll be down there by myself. I'll be down there protesting by myself on behalf of this. Even if people agree with me. There might be some folks say, you know what, True Conductor, that's good. Man, I'm gonna help you get down there. Okay? We won't stand up, man. We don't want to stand up and fight for people that can't fight for themselves. And right now, that's a serious issue. What if that was your child? How would you feel? If it was your child that was being mistreated in a foreign country. See, they already done arrested one of these WNBA players in Russia for these damn vape pen, Brittany Griner or whatever her name is. They done arrested her. She's in jail over there right now for a vape pen, okay, with some stuff in it. So who knows what's gonna come out of that? See, that's why I'm saying, man, it's a whole bunch of shit going on that we are not privy of, and we should be. And what it boils down to. Oh, let me show y'all something. There's my Georgetown Black History Tour right there. I was looking for some stuff the other day, and I just happened to run across it. Say, I already got this tour ready. It ain't even on my website, and I I'm already written it out. It's already written out. See, I got the tour right here. I got the Georgetown Black History Tour right here. That's ready to go. Well, you can send to my PayPal. You can send my Cash App. You can send a Venmo. You know how you want to send it. You just tell me how you want to send it, and I'll tell you how to do it. And just tell me how you want to send. You want to send it to PayPal? I give you my email address. You want my Cash App? I give you my Cash App handle. You want my Venmo? I give you my Venmo handle. You know, and all of it will come directly to me. But 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 and see, I've gotten to the point where um I really don't like asking people for okay, Jamie, then don't worry about it. I really don't like asking people because I've been rejected so many times. You know, I've been rejected so many times. Let me turn you off. Uh, PayPal. Okay. So here's my email. dhfolden@yahoo.com. dhfolden, FOLDEN, @yahoo.com. Just go to PayPal, put my email address in, okay, and the amount of money you want to send, and it'll send it to me. Okay, just put my email, dhfolden@yahoo.com, on your PayPal. And as soon as it comes, it's going to drop down and let me know that somebody sent me some money. Okay, as soon as it comes, it'll drop down and let me know somebody sent me some money. And I'll take that money and put some gas in my car and go down to the White House. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I got a PayPal card. So I'll take that car straight to the gas station, buddy, and put that gas in the car. And I'll be down there in front of the White House and I'll show y'all. See, the thing that I think discourages me the most is I'm a giver. I love to give. I love to give. I love helping people, man. Even when they don't have to ask me. I like helping people when they at least expecting it. Okay? That's why when I get some money, man, you see me walk into a store, better walk in behind me because I'm gonna bless somebody. If I got the wherewithal, I'll be a blessing to people, man. And it's kind of disheartening for folk not to give you a chance, not to trust you, to find a reason to distrust you. That's kind of disheartening when you haven't done anything for them to distrust you, but they just do. They won't give you a chance. And man, I told you I've been in business since 2016. I've asked people, man, donate a tour. Help me out, man. Donate a tour. I'll give it away. I can't even get people to even respond to that. People don't even want to donate a tour that I could give away. And it's a win-win situation. You're helping me, and I'm helping somebody else. I can't even get that. So the only thing I can do, man, is just believe God. That's all I can do right now. Because man has let me down. That's the only way I can say it. Man done let me down, man. But God, but God. And that's what I stand on my beliefs, man. That's what I have to stand on. You know. It's trying to rain. It's raining a little bit now in DC. Damn, they ain't called for no rain. It's gonna be in the 70s today. Tomorrow it's gonna be in the 80s. I know I need to be down there. 70 degrees, man, I need to be down in front of that White House today. I need to be down there. I need to be down there. I sure do. I need to be there. Yes, I do. I need to be there. I need to be there today. I can I can see what's going on, man. I can show y'all what's going on. See if I not seriously, if I had some dependable transportation, man, I would love to be able to go to some of the historical sites in this area and be able to show y'all some of this history. I would love to be able to go to the Harriet Tubman Museum. That's on man, for it take about $80 to fill my tank up. Take about $80, man. Fill my tank up. I don't even need, don't just give me 40. I get a half a tank. I'm out of here. I get a half a tank. I'm out. I'm out. I don't even need full tank. Give me a half a tank. Give me a quarter tank. I'm down there. I'm telling you, I'm down there. I just don't want to get into traffic and run out of gas. That's all I want to. I just want to have enough gas in my car so that even if I do run into some traffic, I ain't got to worry about running out of gas. I can get home. See, because DC ain't but 10 square miles, and once they start clogging things up, they're gonna clog up everything. See, that's the bad thing about DC. Once they clog up in one part of the city, it reverberates to the whole. We ain't but 10 square miles, man. Everything just come to a standstill because we got to clog somewhere, and that's just how the city is. You see, so I don't want to go down there and get in no clog and run out of gas. And like I said, man, I don't mind showing people. I don't mind showing people, man. Showing them, and my car cut off on me. And I'll get out there right now with my car cutting off and try to show y'all everything that you can see. Even with the risk of my car cutting off, I'll get out there and show y'all what you need to do. I can't tell y'all that. I gotta wait. I was gonna tell y'all a good story, man. I got a testimony. God, I got a testimony. I sure do, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait till it pan out, and to show y'all, man, God is good. God is good. I ain't lying. God is good. He is. He's good. And if it's meant for me to be down at the White House today, somebody gonna send me some money. Somebody send me some money, man. And again, you know, people say, well, there you go begging. Man, if I didn't have a website, if I didn't have a business, and I'm getting on here and I'm asking people, I'm begging. Now, when I ask you for help, I'm begging. I've asked people, man, just donate a tour. If you want to help me, donate a tour. Falls on deaf ears, man. It ain't but two companies in DC specialize in Black history. Me and another guy. And if I go out of business, it's just him. Out of all the tour companies in Washington, D.C., ain't but two of us that specialize in the Black history of D.C. See, I got a friend right now that's doing the white history of D.C. He done bought 3 new buses. I'm serious, man. He done bought 3 new buses. And he doing the white history of D.C. He go from the U.S. Capitol down to the Lincoln Memorial, taking 3 hours to get there. From the U.S. Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial, 3 hours. And he do all the little monuments, and he done bought 3 new buses. And in 3 hours, I start at the Anacostia Metro, and 3 hours later, I'm dropping you off at U Street in Northwest DC. I show you the whole city. I take you through the city. I get you out of the monument box so that you can see some history, man, that's just dying on the vine. And you think, for me to come and ask people, man, help me out. I'm begging. That's the part that discourages me. That's a discouragement from me. Every time I say, man, help me out, I'm begging. And any kind of Black history need you want in DC is on my website. I got a hop on, hop off shuttle. We don't even have a hop on, hop off shuttle for all the Black history museums and monuments. I created one. I can't even get no support for that. See, somebody, you park your car, get a 1-day pass or a 2-day, take you to all the museums and monuments. I can't get no support for that. I went to Phil Mendelssohn. Where my paper? I went to Phil Mendelssohn, and who was the president. He's president of the DC City Council, and showed him this. See, I got a hop on, hop off shuttle right here. Okay, that'll take you to all of the See, a lot of people don't even realize this is the African American Civil War Museum. This is the African American Community Museum. This is the Frederick Douglass House. This is the Big Boy, the African American Museum. Actually, this community museum used to be this. This is where it moved from, right here. See, this community museum, right? This is the Frederick Douglass House. Right here. This is Martin Luther King. This is what's her name? Dorothy Height. Not Dorothy Height. Mary McLeod Bethune. Council on Negro Women. You got Carter G. Woodson. His house is a museum. I take you by all them stuff on my hop off, hop on museum. Hop off, hop on, hop off shuttle. I go by all of that stuff. Right now, if you want to see that stuff, you got to find it yourself. You think I can get some support for that? No. See, when I come on and say, man, help me out, I'm begging. But if I come in here with some let's go Brandon or some stop the steal, shit, I'd have all kind of stuff. Okay, let me see what you got. So this is what, these are the kind of things, man, that you can't put a price on. And when people say, you're lazy, go out and get a job. Well, if I get a job, I'm not available to do my tour. See, that's what people tell me, man, why don't you go get a job? Well, if I go get a job, then I'm no longer available to do the tours. What if somebody book a tour while I'm at work? Then what am I gonna do when I gotta work? See, I gotta turn the tour down because I gotta go to work now. You see? So instead of coming out here still trying to constantly saying, man, I'm gonna make this thing work. I don't know how. Don't know how, man. Don't know how. But not only have I created the DC Chocolate City Day Tour, the DC Underground Railroad Tour, the DC Black History Night Tour, Hop On Hop Off Shuttle, man, you could be a tour affiliate. I'll pay you $20 a tour that you book as a tour affiliate. I pay my tour affiliates $20 a tour that they book. And you got a lot of people right now unemployed, ain't working nowhere, and could make $20 off of every tour they sell for me. I don't know what else to do. See, I'm trying to show people that, man, I'm my tour guides will start and drivers will start at $30 an hour. That's how I'm paying my people. Okay? My tour guide, because it's gonna be hard to work for me. I'm paying my tour guide, and they're gonna have to be DC residents too, born and raised. My tour guides. I want them as DC residents. So when you're taking a tour with my tour guides, not only can they share the black history of what it was like, but they can also tell you their experience from growing up in the city. See, my tour guides are 50 and over. See, those are the tour guides I want. I ain't looking for no little 19, 20, and 21-year-old. I'm looking for some seasoned individuals that I can depend on, that I can count on. And like I said, it ain't gonna be easy to work for me because I'm a demanding person, because I'm gonna pay you well. And I demand excellence. Okay? What's going on, Jamie? Let me see what you got. Here, let me check and see if you, let me see if I'll tell you right now if it came through. Oh, I can't tell you if it came through. Yes, I can. No, whatever, it hasn't come through yet. If you've sent it, it hadn't come through yet. Okay? It hadn't come through yet, Jamie. Because I haven't got an email. I'm gonna get an email as soon as it come through. They're gonna notify me that I got some money. And it would drop down too. That I got some money. So it hadn't come through yet, Jamie. If you've sent it, it hadn't come through. And you know what? Thank you for at least trying. Thank you for at least trying. I appreciate that very much. Okay? Thank you for trying. There's some people who won't even try. You know? I didn't see the email. Maybe let's see. I'm waiting for it to come. I haven't seen anything yet. I don't see the email, Jamie. You didn't put it up. If you did put the email, I didn't see it. You put it up again so I can see what it is. Because that didn't show. Now, as far as doing a monuments tour, you can get them a dime a dozen in DC, man. You can get them a dime a dozen in DC. And see, and I don't want I that would be a discouragement for me if I go and start doing white history tours and successful, and I have to ignore my black history that I know. See, because a lot of people that are doing the monument tours drive by black history and don't even share it. And see, if I'm doing a monument tour and I drive by some black history, I'm going to share it. And some people might be offended because I'm including black history on a white history tour. So let me just stick with my black history. Just stick with my black history. That's all. Jamie, let's see. Make a monument tour. I pass all this on my tours anyway. I pass all the tours on my DC Black History night tour. I take you to the White House. You know why I take you to the White House? Because I take you to show you where Freedman's Bank building is, right across the street from the White House. That's to give you an example about how they so connected. Freedmen's Bank is right across the street from the White House. When I take you on my night tour and I take you to see Freedmen's Bank, we right in front of the White House. You see it. It's right there. It's right there. So see, that's what I'm trying to show you. There's so much history around that you're going to see all this stuff anyway. Because it's history around it. you know, and see, and a lot of people come and see the White House, don't even realize, man, the first black bank, Freedmen's Bank, from 1865 up to 1874, Frederick Douglass was the last president of that bank, put $10,000 of his own money trying to save the bank, right? He said, this is Frederick Douglass' description of the bank. He said it was the black man's cow, but the white man's milk. That's what Frederick Douglass said about Freedmen's Bank. It was the black man's cow, but the white man's milk. Okay, so from 1865 up to 1874, Freedmen's Bank. And when they had the protests, the Black Lives Matter protests in front of the White House, man, them mofos didn't even know what the building was. They went and defaced the building because they didn't even know what it was. They went and spray painted it and did all kind of bullshit. The first black man, same people talking about Black Lives Matter, went down and defaced the first black bank across the street from the White House because they were too ignorant to know what they was doing. They didn't know the history. So this is the kind of stuff that you be up against. Jamie, where you at, girl? Oh, man, whoever. I'm saying it, i.e. So John, so that's how, so my tours incorporate the monuments anyway. When I take you to the Martin Luther King Memorial, that's on my, and all my tours are different. All my tours are different, man. My DC Chocolate City Day tour, they all cross paths, but they all different. My DC Chocolate City Day tour is different from my DC Black History Night tour, which is different from my DC Underground Railroad tour. All three of my tours are totally different. Go to different parts of the city. You see, that's what I try to do on my stuff. Man, I try to show you DC like you've never seen it before and get you out of the monument box. Maybe, and this is probably my downfall, is because I tried to be different. I didn't want to be like everybody else. I tried to be different. You know, I've always tried to do something different. Let me see, if I were going to go all the way to DC, I want to see all the big stuff. I could drive an hour and see a ton of black history in New Orleans. Well, but New Orleans would never, see, let me show you. Funny that you mentioned New Orleans, because New Orleans was the destination for all of the slaves that were sold in DC. That's funny that you mentioned New Orleans, because we were the pipeline for New Orleans. When Georgetown had to sell 272 slaves in 1838 to stay afloat, they sent them slaves down to New Orleans. During the Pearl Affair of 1848, that's the first that's the largest attempted escape on the Underground Railroad ever in the United States of America. 77 men, women, and children got on a ship called the Pearl, trying to escape to New Jersey, and got out in the Chesapeake Bay, and the wind changed on them, and the ship stalled, and they got captured. That led to the 1850 riots that led to the 1850 compromise. 1848 riots that led to the 1850 compromise. which only ended the sale of slaves in DC. It didn't end slavery. See, that's why I keep telling people, man, y'all need to look at this 1850 Fugitive Slave Act. That's the mindset right now a lot of white people are still stuck in. The mindset of the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act, which said if you white person, just on your suspicion that a black person was a runaway slave, you had to question them and turn them in. You had to inquire who they were, why you here. That's the 1850, and we didn't have any rights. We couldn't defend ourselves. Somebody could literally walk up, take your papers, sell you into slavery. See, because in DC, if you were free before 1835, you had to have 3 white people to vouch for you and put up a $50 peace bond if you were free. After the Snow Riots, which was the first race riot in DC in 1835, that 3 white people went up to 5. That $50 peace bond went up to $500. If you remember Solomon Northup, 12 years a slave, that happened right here in DC. And the whole gist of the movie is him getting a message back to a white man, man, come get me. They done sold me into slavery. Well, what about all of those black folk that couldn't get a message back to somebody white, man, come get me? They done sold me into slavery. Now you see why our bloodlines are so messed up. See, because once they sell you into slavery, whatever bloodline you had no longer exists, because they're going to give you a new name and a new identity. That's when that bloodline starts, when they sell you into slavery. Man, I'm everywhere. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I can read you. Man, in fact, let me. I got them right here. Let me read you some of the emails that I've gotten from trying to promote my business. My email's at. Here we go. Let me read y'all some of these emails that because see, I would give you an example. See, this is Mike Flynn right here. Okay, he's getting ready to go to court. See, this is CNN. Okay, that's Mike Flynn. There I am right there with my DCBlackTours.com. Okay, this is Michael Cohen right here. I'm in New York City. This is Good Morning America. See my DCBlackTours.com in the background. Okay. Good morning, Karen. How you doing? So I be out there, man. But let me show you something. Here's something from Jay Sanders. Horrible name, horrible attempt at cheap advertising to hold a sign up at news conference. Imagine if there was a company called DC White Tours or DC Asian Tours. Disgusting. Well, they don't have to do DC White Tours because all of the history that you show anyway is white history of DC. So you don't have to highlight that because that's all we teach is white history. We don't specialize in black history. Okay? Donald Trump. If your average client is an MSNBC viewer, I pass on your bias tour. Anonymous. If there was a DC White Tour company, Al Sharptongue would be screaming racism. I know that there is an extensive and productive black history in America, but to point your service to one race is wrong. And racism in America will never end as long as we have one side trying to put themselves above the others. It would be more appropriate if you just advertised DC tours specializing in black history. Stop the us against them mentality and MAGA. Personally, I think they should build a wall around DC and California. And all I'm doing, man, all I was doing, y'all, all I was doing was this. See, this is when I first started. This is when James Comey is on Capitol Hill. Then my DC Black tours, my DC Black History Night tour. Okay, but I'm just to show you, man. And this is just trying to get some free advertisement, man. Trying to just be creative. Urban Peoples, your chief stunt outside the Manafort trial was just that, a cheap stunt. Being a businessman myself, the type of clientele you'll attract with that method of advertising at that time, at that place, I would not want. These nuts. What about DCSlaves.com, since you suck off the government teat and get your advertisement the same way? What else can the government do for you? Now, I'm using my creativity, okay, to get out there, my money to build my sign. But yet now, because I done figured out a way to get some free advertisement, I'm using the government. Isn't that something? Liam. Okay, oh, John. The guy with the sign at the Manafort trial made your operation look cheap and opportunistic. I would never use your company. All because, y'all, listen, all I got all of this hatred because they would see something like this. This Roger Stone. There I am. See, this is the Independent. Okay? Oh, I don't know when to start. Oh, NASCAR Jackson. Okay. So, Liam, the Manafort trials are important and serious. You trying to hijack this with your silly sign is just asinine. Would you hold up a sign like that during Dr. King's "I Have a Dream" speech? Just stop it. Not all publicity is good. Anonymous. Fuck you, tar buckets. Jerry Ringo. Extremely bad taste to walk behind a criminal advertising your business. Thumbs down. Ernest. Fuck you, Jungle Bunnies. RF. Your display of advertising at trials, etc., just to get your signs on the news is absolutely classless. I probably should not expect your company to have any class at all. My bad. P.S. You just look foolish, by the way. Just trying to get some free advertisement, y'all. All of this stuff is on my website. If you go into the comments of my website, you will see these. I didn't block these. I put them all. Okay. Now this was the other. Well, this lady is. Well, she said her name is Sharon. But it could have been the owner of the company. But it could have been Juanita. But listen to this, Don. I am writing this review because you are putting Juanita K. life in danger. You know she has the website dcinblack.com. She is getting phone calls from people threatening her life because of you. I fail to understand why you do not use real website Capital Buddy Tours on your sign. Well, let me tell you why I don't use Capital Buddy Tours on my sign. Because Capital Buddy Tours is going to be the landing page for any Black History tour in the country. There's no website right now where if you want to do a Black History tour, let's just say Massachusetts or Maine or Minnesota or Texas, there's nowhere where you can go and find Black History tours that are available all over the country. So see, originally, I had my stuff on Viator.com, and they dogged me with their algorithms, and I took my stuff down. So when I took my stuff down, I made two domain names: Capital Buddy Tours, which is going to be the landing page for any black tour in the country, and DC Black Tours, which is what I'm specializing in. So when you notice, when you type in DC Black Tours, it's going to take you to Capital Buddy Tours, because that's going to be the landing page for any Black history tour you looking for in the country. That's what I want to be able to use Capital Buddy Tours for. Okay, that was my plan. But anyway, please, Don, be careful using a website name that could do harm to someone. I mean, no disrespect at all, but your actions are putting someone's life in danger. I only did this review in public so people will know. I'm in business, man, because God keep blessing me, bro. Because when I had my vans, I helped people. And I'm in business now because people help me. Because when I need a vehicle, all I got to do is pick up a phone and call another tour company, and I got it. That's why. Because when I had my vehicles, I helped them. That's how I've been able to survive, man. Because when let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. I had a picture of my truck over here. What I do with it? I gotta find my van. I gotta find a picture of my van that I had. But when I had my vans, man, I always dressed like this. I was always professional. And when people wanted to impress, they called me. I had a 2014 Mercedes Sprinter, and I had a 2015 Ford Transit van. So, and I always looked like this, like a limo driver. So when people wanted to impress, say, hey man, you busy? No, do this job for me. No problem. Okay? No, I don't use my limo for tours, man. I don't use my limo for tours. I use van for tours. I don't use my limo for tours. I use my limo for personal. That's where you got it wrong, man. I don't use my limo for tours. I use a van for tours, man. So somebody book a tour, I use a van. I don't use my limo. Limo sits too low. That's why I don't use it for tours, because it sits too low. I drive something that sits up high so people can see. See? Oh, I don't have. Okay. All right. Richard Kelly, doing what those people do best, annoy people. How would you react to big sign reading DC White tours? Do some good. When you run into one of those hundreds of corrupt Republicans, beat the living shit out of them. And I am a Republican. Ain't that some shit? Rick, cheap advertising at court proceeding, get a life. The old chap with the sign had to keep sitting down. Maybe he'd fall asleep during the tour. Okay? My vans got repossessed, man. Yeah, my vans got repossessed in 2017. That's when my vans got repossessed, and I'm still in business. Yeah, my vans got repossessed in 2017, and I'm still in business. Well, you probably wrote some of them. I'm not surprised, man. But see, you're wishing that on me comes back to you. See, because you agreeing that I should, that comes back to you. Oh, really? Why would they be afraid to ride with me? Why they got to be afraid to ride with me? Really? Oh man. Bring back the KKK. You're all a bunch of racist niggas, obviously. You don't see any DC white tour, but I'm thinking maybe there should be. All of this whitey hating will cost you niggas more than you realize. Just all because, y'all, I went out and I promoted a black business. Now, if I was a white boy promoting any other thing, okay? Hey, my man, whoever you are, NASCAR, it don't matter how many viewers I got, man. You're gonna have replay watch people, replay viewers gonna watch this. A lot of people in church right now. Where you ought to be. A lot of people in church. It's Sunday. This is my first day of the week. My Sabbath was yesterday, but I got to realize a lot of people go to church on Sunday, man. Here I am talking on Sunday morning. A lot of people in church right now. How come you ain't in church? Why your ass ain't in church this morning? That's the question. Why you ain't in church this morning with everybody else? That's how come I ain't got no listeners. Everybody in church or watching the word or doing some other stuff. They'll come back and watch the rerun. So I ain't worried about that, man. And just because you got a lot of numbers don't make you effective. That don't make you effective because you got a lot of subscribers. So, what else you got? NASCAR? What else you got? What else you got, NASCAR? Come on with your best shot, man. Give me your best shot. That can't be your best shot. That can't be your best shot. I had this girl, Jamie, I guess you said you were gonna send me some money, and I don't think it can. I am being real with myself. How come you can be real with yourself? Why you can't be real with yourself? What makes you think I ain't being real with myself? What makes see now you're gonna show that you a periscope. I know. Now I ain't gonna show. Now I ain't gonna show you from Periscope. That's one of them. Listen to me, y'all. You'll notice the majority of the people that come up and start complaining about you won't come up as themselves. They'll come up in disguise, and they'll try to throw stones at you. Those are the people you don't get upset with. The ones that come in with disguise. I'd have more respect for this person if they came in as themselves. Okay, man, why don't you get gone? Get gone. Get gone. Go ahead and leave. Cause you're imposter and you fake, man. You can't even come up in here as yourself. You gotta come up in here as somebody else. Cause you can't approach me as the real you. Cause you're afraid. So you come up in here as an imposter. And I'm supposed to respect that. I don't have any respect for that, man. I don't mind you talking about me, but you ain't even got the courage to come up as yourself and talk about me. You got to come as somebody else. And I'm supposed to have some respect for that? Come on, man. That's weak. That's some little dick action right there. That's all that is. That's some little dick action. See, you're in the little dick zone right now, buddy. And I know you're in the little dick zone. Why should I get upset? Because you in the little dick zone. Why should I be upset because you in the little dick zone? Think about that for 1 minute. Ain't no need of me getting upset with you. You're in the little dick zone. So you can talk all you want. Half of these people talking all this bullshit on these, and they in the little dick zone. It's just that simple. As like the mayor of Chicago, somebody suing her right now because she told him she got the biggest dick. I wish a woman would tell me she got the biggest dick. I say, prove it right now, goddammit. Whip it out right now. You tell me you got the biggest dick, whip it out right now. Let me see. I wish a woman would come up with some bullshit like that. Don't tell me she got the biggest. Whip that thing out. Let me see that shit. Because whatever you're going to whip out is fake anyway. So let me see what you're working with. And that's how I do a woman gonna come up talking about she got a big dick. Show me that motherfucker. Since you talking all that shit. And I guarantee you it ain't nothing but plastic. That's all it is. And you walking around here, with something. And think about this here. See, no, I ain't for same sex. No, I don't. I don't support same-sex marriage. I don't support gay marriage. I don't support homosexuality. No, I don't. Okay? And for all of these women running around here, they in love with a piece of plastic. It's what they in love with. That shit ain't real. So if what you in love with ain't real, then that means the love that you have for it ain't real. So don't come up here with that bullshit. And that's how I look at it, and maybe that's why I don't get the support that because I'm against gay marriage. Maybe that's why my business suffer because I don't support gay marriage. You know that's a reality because DC full of them. I ain't lying. DC man, let me tell you, I never forget this. When I was running for mayor back in '94, yeah, I did run for mayor of DC. So you won't think I'm lying. See, there it is. Okay, all right. We went to the LGBTQ community up at DuPont Circle, put on a mayoral forum, and it was about 8 or 9 of us on the ballot at the time. But they only wanted to hear from Sharon Pratt Kelly was the mayor. Barry had just got out of jail, was making a comeback. You had John Ray, this was like his 4th time running, and Carol Swartz, who was the only Republican candidate running. So they only wanted to hear from Kelly, Barry, Ray, and Swartz. They only had 4 chairs on the stage. So I'm looking at the rest of the candidates talk about how unfair and undemocratic it was for them to be excluded from the forum. And when all of them finished speaking, I got up and went and sat on the stage. I said, I ain't moving. I'm staying right here. I don't care. I don't care what y'all do. I ain't moving. Police come up and say, can I talk to you? So whatever you got to say it right here, sir, because I ain't moving. And he left me. So after a while, Derek McGinty was the moderator. He said, man, bring another chair up here, will you? Because we got to get this forum going. And they brought a folding chair up, sitting next to me, and I slid over into the chair. Well, in the meantime, this little gay guy told Mayor Kelly, said, oh, it came through Sharon, thank you. Shannon, thank you. Thank you. I got some gas. I'm going to the White House. Thank you. It came through. Thank you. I got some gas. I'll be at the White House today. I got some gas. Man, somebody sent me $20. I got some gas. I'm going to the White House today, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. I'll be down there today. Yes, indeed. But anyway, so let me finish the story. So this little gay guy told Mayor Kelly, said, Mayor Kelly, I've been calling your office for 2 weeks to come and get this dead rat off the playground. And would nobody come and get it? And he had a plastic bag under his seat. And he reached down under his seat and said, since nobody won't come and get it, grabbed the plastic bag and ran up to her and said, here it is. And man, that woman jumped up like this here. I mean, she almost peed on herself, right? And her husband is in the audience. So I'm looking at the guy and I said, excuse me, sir. I said, but Don't ever disrespect a black woman like that in front of me. Apologize. And that's how cool I was just sitting there. I said, apologize. And he wouldn't move. And I stood up and I said, motherfucker, I said, get up and fucking apologize. And I mean that shit right now. That white dude got up, took his hat off. Mia Kelly, I apologize. I'm so sorry for what I did. And her husband wouldn't say a word. Now, where I was vending was right in front of the building where her office was, One Judiciary Square. Because they were remodeling John Wilson building. So they moved in that building. She was up on the top floor. Next day, she sent for me to come to her office. She said, Mr. Folden, I really appreciate you. No, man, my hat was supposed to be on the 25th. It ain't got here yet. My hat was supposed to be on the 25th of February. I just called them the first. The first it was supposed to be on the 25th. Then it was supposed to be on the 1st. I called back on the 1st, and it still ain't got there yet. So I'm still waiting on my hat, man. I'm almost wanting to refund my money and stop, but I don't want to start that process over again. I'm this close, so any day now, my hat should be here. Any day now. But the vending police man used to wear me out with tickets and the parking police and I mean parking. Man, they used to wear me out in front of one of you. So I told Mary Kelly, I said, listen, she said, if there's anything I could do for you, please let me know. I said, ma'am, I've been right in front of the building and they've been wearing me out with parking tickets. If you could, call them off me. And she did. And for the rest of the time that she was there, man, I got not one other parking ticket. From ever. Never got another parking ticket. All because I stood up for her. Even when her husband wouldn't. Okay? So that's how I play the game. I'm not afraid to speak up, man. You know, and sometimes it's to my detriment. I'm not employed with Metro right now because I spoke up on some shit. And they stole my job. They stole my job from Metro. You know, because I spoke up. I wasn't scared. They couldn't intimidate my ass. I talked just as much shit then as I'm talking now because them motherfuckers tried to intimidate me. You get the fuck out of here. You little dick motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna intimidate me. You think you gonna come up in here and intimidate me? A little dick motherfucker like you. Man, get the fuck up out of here. I mean, I'm serious about that, man. Little dick motherfucker run up on me talking some bullshit. Man, who the fuck are you are? You little fish. Get the fuck on back. And even when I'm sitting down in front of the White House, man, some of them little dick motherfuckers come up to me. Can you, man, get the fuck on away from me. You come up here. First of all, you don't know how to ask. Maybe if you ask nicely, I would. But since you don't, get the fuck on gone. And that's how I treat them. They want to be rude and disrespectful, then you got it coming back. I'll be rude and disrespectful with you. It's just that simple. Damn, man, I'm at the White House today. God damn, I'm at the White House today, buddy. Shit, I got some money to put some gas in my car. Man, I'm at the White House today. I'm there today. I'm there today. I'm there. I'm in. God damn, I'm in. Thank you. I'm in. That's right. I knew something was gonna come around. Something would come. I knew something would come. Thank you. Yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. Might be oatmeal again, but shit, I ain't mad. I ain't hungry. At least I got some oatmeal and some bread. So I ain't worried about it. It's just like that. Man, I'm telling you, I don't mind. I swear I don't mind roughing it. I don't mind roughing it, man. I don't mind roughing it. I've been through hell. I've been homeless. I've been without. I've had my lights, my water, and my gas turned off. I've had all of that stuff turned off, man. and still get out here and be booking. Still keep trying. Still not giving up. People ask about me, about my vehicles getting repossessed. Well, at least I didn't throw the towel in when they did get repossessed. I kept going, man. I figured out how to get it done. Even that's how, listen, you see that article right there? That's how I got that article in the newspaper. 2017. Man, I was praying to God. Please, Lord, don't let me go out of business in no Black History Month with no black tours. Business was just that bad. That's how bad business was. 2018 started the same way. But this time, I didn't panic. I said, okay, since I'm starting out the same way, I'm going to write an op-ed to the Washington Post about how difficult it is to get started in tourism business with Black history and they emailed me back and said, sir, you sent this to the wrong department, but we're interested in your story. That's how I got featured in the Washington Post magazine. That was July of 2018. June. Was it June or July? June of 2018, when that was. Man, I just knew once I was featured in the Washington Post magazine, man, my business was going to skyrocket, boy. Damn, nothing. Said, damn, I get featured in the Washington Post magazine and business still don't take off? Damn. That's what I said. Damn. Cause I mean, I just knew. Man, I'm featured in the Watch. I'm like on the second page. As soon as you open it up, there I am. I just knew. Man, my business was gonna take off. And it didn't. Fell flat as a doornail. It didn't. Didn't do nothing. So now I gotta work through that disappointment and that rejection. I got to work through that, man. I can't let that get me down. You see, because I mean, that's major that you're gonna be featured in a Washington Post magazine. Oh, that's major, man. You're supposed to get some mileage out of that. I ain't get nothing. And had to keep my head up. And had to keep on going. You see, a lot of times, man, when you reject it, when you deal with rejection, you gotta keep your head up, man. You gotta keep your head up. Let me show y'all something. This is my baby's mama. Ooh, Shannon. That's the same one I just got. This is my baby's mama. Right here. This is my daughter being baptized. This is the last time I saw my kid's mama. My daughter's 3, my son is 2. Chicago had just won the Super Bowl. I ain't seen my kid's mom. I couldn't tell you if she's dead or alive right now. In over 30, and now my kids will be 39 and 38 this year. So it's been over 35 years. She's had no contact with her children. I don't know where she is. Don't know if she's dead or alive. I never moved. You can Google me and find me. I don't know where this girl is. You understand? But I respect her because I don't know nothing about no baby mama drama. She got out, she stayed out. She went back and forth. And then after the first 2 or 3 years, when I saw she wouldn't wish him Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, then I had the mindset that, man, I just got to raise my kids by myself. And my kids' mama ain't no Shannon, thank you so very much. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. And I don't know where she is, but I don't know nothing about baby mama drama. So I'm blessed from that point of view, you know, and to have to raise two kids, man, who have been rejected by their mama. And see, when I was raising my kids in the 80s, see, it's chic to be a single dad now. When I was a single dad back in the 80s, shit, they demonized my ass. What? What the fuck you do to run this woman off to leave you with two children? What kind of man are you that a woman will leave two children with you? What kind, and not to think of, wait a minute, she ran off and left, not me. I'm still here. But I was the one to get demonized. That 80s crew ain't no joke. I'm telling you, they ain't no joke. See, that's the glorified violence, mind your business crew. And we're dealing with their offsprings right now. See, that's why it's all about money for them. Okay, because they come from that's what they parents glorified violence and mind your business, and it was all about what they possess. You ever look at the average young person right now? Only thing they want money to do is buy designer shit. Have you ever noticed that? Majority of the young kids right now, all they out here, they'll steal your shit because they want some designer. That designer, the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, and the Michael Kors, that gives them status. Because as black people, for us to have status, it's by the white designers that we can wear and we can afford. That's how we determine our status, by the white designers that we can afford. Okay? And if you go back and look at it, and I don't care who they are, go back and look at them. All of them got some kind of designer. Some kind of designer. And that determines their status. White designers determine black status. Let me say that again. See, it's white designers that determine black status. And when you say something like this, folk get an offense. There you go. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Okay, it's the truth. So, shoot, man, I'm in. I'm down at the White House today, and I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna go live. I'm going down there, and I'm gonna protest. The Ukrainians are gonna be down there protesting the war, and I'm going to protest how the African students are treated. That's what I'm going to protest. I'm going to protest how the African students are treated in Ukraine, and I'm gonna get in the middle of them, and I'm gonna play African music, and dare them to come over and mess with me. That's what I'm gonna do. And when they want to know why I'm doing it, I'm protesting the way y'all treating Africans. The African students in Ukraine, I'm protesting for them. See, so since y'all in front of the White House, I'll come down and I'll mess up your protests so we all can get some attention. So that's what I'm gonna do. Shit, I'm in now, buddy. I'm in, buddy. And I got me something to eat too. You see how good God is? I got some gas and some food. You see? That's how God works. I got some gas and some food. And it ain't over yet, because somebody might see the replay and still send me some money. Okay? All right? So, hey man, thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Thank you. I'll be back. Okay? I gotta get out here. It's gonna be in the 70s today, man. It's gonna be. I still gotta put some long johns on, even with it being in the 70s, because my body hasn't adjusted to see a lot of people just because it's warm. They're gonna run out half naked, man, and catch a cold, get sick, because they're not letting their body adjust to the season. They're trying to force it, and it'll get cool too quick, and next thing you know, you done caught a cold. Okay, so take your time, man. You ain't got to be in no rush. Come out of that stuff slowly. It's gonna be in the 80s tomorrow. I still have a pair of long johns on because winter is still gonna be in the air. Even at 80 degrees, winter will still be in the air. Okay? What's going on? Lamb chops. No shit. Boy, I ain't lying. I have some of the craziest people in the world that be following me, man. I don't know where they come up with these names from. This could be the Joker that just left. He went and changed one of his other profiles. Oh, I'm gonna change this profile up, and I'm gonna come back in here as something else, and because I just left him. So that's what Periscope taught me. They got a lot of different profiles, man. People got a whole lot of profiles, and they can't be themselves. That's the same thing. And if you can't be yourself, why be somebody else? People work so hard at trying to be somebody else, and they can put that same energy into being themselves, learning something about themselves. I wrote my wife a poem last night, y'all. I wrote my wife a poem last night. Let's see if I got it in here. Maybe it didn't transfer over to my other phone. Let me see here. Let me see if it came over. I'm feeling that girl, boy. It's like, man, let me write my baby a poem. I wrote her a poem last night. Um, I got it's on my other phone. Oh, I got it. So let me read y'all this poem. Let me read. This is a poem I wrote for my wife. Okay. Thank you, girl, for being my reason. When times were truly hard and my back was against the wall, you stood right beside me to take my attention off the fall. The cut of pain was hurtful, this I can truly say. Had you not been beside me, I wouldn't be here today. I can never, ever repay you for the sacrifices you have made, knowing all your hopes and promises will all be delayed. You could and should have left me, but you didn't. Give it a hint. That's when I knew you were heavenly sent. Now making you happy is all I want to do, sharing all my love with no one else but you. And until that time that we enter our season, thank you, girl, for being my reason. I was sitting there, I used to write poetry, and it came to me, and I wrote it, and I still got some some clearing up but that was my poem. I wrote that dedicated to my wife Vivian. And dedicate that poem to my wife. That's what I wrote her last night and sent it to her too, buddy. Send, let me send that right. Here you go, baby. This one for you. That's the first poem I ever written. I've ever written for my wife right there. The very first one. Yep. That's the very first poem I've written for my wife. Say, what, you write poetry too? Yeah, I can do a little bit of that too. I know people be tripping like, what? This boy is crazy. No, I ain't crazy, man. I just try to, I'm not afraid to embrace my creativity. I ain't crazy. I'm just not afraid to embrace my creativity. I'm not afraid to express it. So that's where it is. Look, man. I got some, I gotta go get some gas in my car, cause I ain't trying to. Man, I'm gonna be down there on time at the White House today. Okay, so I need to get. I'm gonna go layer up and see just how cold it is. I'm gonna go put some gas in my car. All right, and it's on and popping now, buddy. It's on and popping. I'm at the White House today. I'm at the White House today, and I'm gonna disrupt that Ukraine protest that they got in front of the White House. I'm going to protest on behalf of the African students that's been mistreated in Ukraine. I'm going to stand up for them. And when I get down there, they're gonna know I'm coming. See, because normally when I go down there, I wait until I get down there to set up my music. But when I go down there today, that's what I'm walking in the park with. All day, all I'm playing. What's going on? What's going on, fat boy? All I'm playing, this is all I'm playing all day is African drumming music. Protesting how the African students are being treated in Ukraine. And if there's anywhere to bring some attention to that plight is right in front of the White House. So when I go down there and I'm in disagreement with them, they gonna be upset. And I ain't worried about them. Yeah, I do. I miss Periscope too, man. I wish they could bring it back. I wish they would bring it back. But, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing today, man. I'm going down in front of protest, and I'm protesting on behalf of the African students that's being mistreated in Ukraine. I'm going to represent them today. Okay? All right? That's who I'm going to represent today in front of the White House. All right? And I'm gonna be looking good too, right? See, cause it's gonna be warm. It's still trying to rain. Cause it's gonna be warm. Yeah, I miss Periscope. Man, I wish they could bring it back, man. If Twitter should try to bring Periscope back. They really should. Rebrand that thing, man. Yeah, they really should. They really should. Cause there's no platform out here like Periscope. There's no platform out here. All they got to do is tighten up how people can get accounts, verifying accounts. That's all Periscope got to do, man. Put a place thing in place, man, that you can only have so many accounts. Okay? And hey, Tracy, man, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I got a guy on here right now. The reason I'm on the internet right now is because of Tracy. Man, let me tell y'all how good God is. This guy, I was sitting up in my house Friday, and he texted me, and he said, "What's your cash app?" And I said, "This Tracy, I'm thinking, man, this guy gonna send me $10, $20, 10, 15, $20 on my cash app." This dude sent me 200 and said, "Man, go get your internet back on." And you see, this is how I'm on the internet right now. Because this guy that just came in here, and guess what? he's even on disability and still say, man, I'm paying it forward. Okay? All right? Okay. So, oh, no. When I go down there, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Cause see, I want people. I don't want people to think that I'm a joke. When I tell you I'm gonna do something, man, take it to the bank. When I tell you I'm going to the White House and I'm gonna protest on behalf of the African students that are being mistreated in Ukraine, to bring some attention to their plight, you can take my word. You can go. You can go to the bank on that. Okay, I'm gonna be down there today, buddy, and I'm gonna cause a disruption today. And see, and I got 3 battery packs. So I'm gonna be down there for a minute because I got 3 of them that I'm gonna go through. I'm going through all 3 of my battery packs today. Okay? All 3 of them I got, I'm gonna be around there blasting. Blasting, buddy. That's all. They're gonna go, they're gonna get so sick of these damn drums. They gonna hear that shit in their sleep tonight. When I get through with them today, they'll hear that shit in their sleep tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. So look, man. Let me go get me some gas and gas up, and I'm gonna get down there. Um, get me a little breakfast. I'm a little hungry right now. I'm gonna eat me a little something, and I'll be back. I see y'all.